Hey guys, I'm Vernon here, back here again. How's everybody doing on their end? San Diego Comic Con has come and gone, and wow, has a lot of things come out. We saw some beautiful trailers, some beautiful uh, comic news, and of course, some new stuff that's coming out for movie wise. And I thought it's obvious that most people probably wanted to hear what I thought about the news that are coming out from the Captain Marvel camp. And so, to all my fellow geeks out there, you hit that play button. God damn it, you're gonna get your entertainment's worth. And so, listen and just comment afterward. So, when it was announced that Captain Marvel was gonna be one of the big movies for the future phases, or phase three, I believe. I was happy. You know, I'm a big Carol Danvers fan. I know she's kind of lost a lot of her spunk because of Civil War Two, but she's right now in the same boat where Iron Man was for a while before he got back on track. And I think in general that's a kind of a good thing. But Carol being is going to be the first female lead in a Marvel movie. I know a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of fellow fans were like, it should have been Black Widow. Why wasn't it Black Widow? And I will totally agree with you guys. Maybe it should have been, Natasha first. I've always said it and I made it perfectly clear. The perfect time to have done a Black Widow movie was after Winter Soldier. That would have been a perfect time to do it. But I guess not. And so, but Kevin Feige and his team announced it was going to be Captain Marvel. And we got an all female directing team. There's female writers. They were going all out, pretty much. And that was about it. We only heard about the writers and the director. We didn't hear anything much. And then later we got the news that Miss Brie Larson is going to play the title role as Carol Danvers. And I looked at that and I was like, that's the actress that was in Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, that was her. So I kind of chuckled a little bit, but I was like, okay, let's see where it goes. Um, but she's an award-winning actress, and I'm happy for her, and I'm looking forward to seeing her. But of course, we all have our fan choices, and I think for me personally, one of the choices I had for Carol Danvers was Katie Sackhoff. I thought she would have made a perfect Carol. I think she would have had Carol's attitude and demeanor down perfectly. And that was about it. We didn't hear anything more. And then, of course, then we got the news that Samuel Jackson, will be returning as Nick Fury in the movie. So it was like, from there, I was like, okay, that kind of makes a little sense. I can see why they're adding Nick Fury into it. But then the bombs started, those pipe bombs started being dropped and having us explode all over the place in terms of more news that's coming out of the Captain Marvel camp. And one of the news was one, the setting, and two, the villains. Let's talk about the setting. The setting will be Captain Marvel will be kind of a period piece, an era piece. It will be taking place in the 1990s of the MCU. Kevin Feige has said that they never explored. There has been no exploration into the 1990s, what was going on in the 90s in the MCU. So now we get to see. So that's going to be interesting in there. Carol, I'm sure Carol will still be in the Air Force, or maybe she has gotten out of the Air Force. I don't know, but hopefully they still keep that she's a military girl. She still needs to keep that true essence of that character. She's an Air Force. Um, but the 1990s, yeah, wow. So even more of that. Not only that, so Carol and Nick will have met each other in the 90s, but Nick will be with both eyes. So it makes me wonder how much it will be a younger Nick. Will Sam Jackson rock the classic Nick Fury hairstyle? That'd be pretty interesting indeed. But yeah, 1990s. But the biggest bombshell that was dropped as well, even though was there, with the setting, it did give me a little bit of a Wonder Woman vibe, and I was like, that's just a lot of respect, in my opinion. I think Marvel was just saying, respect to Wonder Woman's appeal to keep it in a period piece. It took place during World War I, and you saw a modern take and things like a little bit of modern time, and then get her backstory. Fine, that's good. I have no problem with that. But hey, yeah, then comes who the villains are. The villain of this movie's gonna be, and I nearly blew. I went in a meltdown in a good way. I was about to go have the nerdgasm of the century when I heard this. So the villains of Captain Marvel are going to be those green skinned, pointy eared, shape shifting alien known as the Skrulls. Kevin Feige, Marvel, how the hell did you pull this off? When we think about the Skrulls, they always in tune with the first family, the Fantastic Four. Hell, they first appeared in Fantastic Four number two, way back in 1962. So it's always been a sense of anybody attached, anybody connected with the Fantastic Four. Fox has them, and that's pretty much the boner, and and that's pretty much the bomb of characters like that. But now the Skrulls are in the MCU. Of two of the alien race in the Marvel universe that I wanted in the MCU, we got them now. The Kree and the Skrulls. Yes. But once again, it was like it's great and all, but it's like the Skrulls are their natural ability is to shapeshift. That's pretty much all they are. They're not they're smart, but in terms of like having to fight somebody like a powerhouse like Captain Marvel, you're gonna need some more power, and hence where we're all thinking probably will there be a powerhouse scroll that maybe is a part of the Super Scroll project for the Scroll Empire. Now, I don't believe we're gonna get Killert. I hope I'm saying his name right. As you all know, probably as this Super Scroll. He's just too connected with the FF. All his powers are like the FF, things like that. It'd be really cool to see, and I'd be down for it. I'd have another nerdgasm. I'd probably jizz on myself again, but I won't because I have a big feeling that we don't. The biggest next connection will probably be none other than I have two connections that I believe that can make up for maybe powerhouses in the Scroll Empire. One of them being Pybok, the Power Scroll. Pybok is a very classic character created by Tom DeFalco and Paul Ryan. He he is a tactical genius. He's got his abilities a lot different. He's got superhuman strength, stamina, strength. I said strength already. Speed. He can shoot electrical bolts of energy. His skin can get like steel like, turn into like steel like durable substance. He's pretty much immune to a lot of things. And I was like, okay, that could. I was me and my friend Vernon were he pointed that. I was like, yeah, you know what? Pybot could do it. I could see Pybot being that that antagonist that maybe Carol needs to go kind of all out on. But then I even went even further with saying, okay, you know what? Maybe, maybe, just maybe, if they really want to have somebody that Carol will go all out, balls out, where maybe she may tap into her binary power. I would fucking love that too. If she tapped into her binary powers. Is the scroll known as Titanus. I think Titanus would be a more logical pick for Carol, and somebody who he's a scroll. He's huge. He's probably the biggest scroll you ever seen in your life. He's over 6 feet 10 inches. He's like the size of a basketball player, but he's so big. He's so huge. But the thing is, he lacks the shape shifting ability. He can't shapeshift, but he still was a part of the Super Scroll project. And man, did he become a powerhouse to the point. If you never checked him out, you should do your research. And he got a healing factor. He as he can absorb. He has his armor can absorb the most toughest opponents. I mean, this guy took on the Hulk and laid the Hulk out. He can fly. Uh, he has so many attributes that I can really see that's really where they can go with in terms of somebody the opposition really in terms of the Scroll Empire. Yeah, the Scroll Empire. Excuse me. But who knows? We don't know. But those are just some people I think they should think about using for the Scroll Empire. But the other thing is Kevin Feige has announced that Captain Marvel will be an inspiration and a bridge and will be influenced by the classic Avengers storyline, which is none other than the Kree-Skrull War. That right there, y'all, is the best. Is probably one of the best. Is probably the number three of the biggest things that come out of this movie. Uh, so we're somewhere gonna get down the line, or in this, we're gonna see the Skrull, two race of alien race go at it, and Earth is gonna be caught in the conflict of it. Yeah, so there are a lot of things that are coming. I love all this news that it came out. Now they need to start telling us who else is going to be involved in this movie. Those are some of the biggest things as well. But having said that, it makes me wonder because this takes place in the 90s, and having said that, it's already been announced that Carol won't be in Avengers Infinity War. I still have a strong belief she's going to be in the sequel. And this is my speculation and my theories on this. Being that this is my theory on the ending of Captain Marvel is though she'll probably save the day, she's still not very much still in control of her powers. Like she's so strong and so powerful that she could she's like a living H bomb just ready to go off. So she needs to go somewhere to maybe control her abilities somewhat. And that's what I think we're gonna see at the end of we're gonna see at the end of her movie is like she goes off somewhere to maybe learn and be able to cope and maybe to evaluate her power set and things like that, be able to use it because I still feel that she's going to be a big part of the whole defeat or of Thanos. I still think Infinity War Thanos is gonna wreck shit up. He's gonna wreck it up, and nobody's gonna be able to really handle him to that degree. And I feel that Carol's gonna be the one to come back and save the day. That's just my opinion. That's just one theory I have. Um, I think she's gonna always have some connection with Nick, and Nick is gonna be the one that contact her somewhere somehow to finally we need you, you're needed back home, or so to speak. But yeah, man, the fact that the news out of the news, all the news that's coming out of Captain Marvel and things like that, I'm really happy for. I'm really happy for everything that's been coming out. I still want to know how the hell did Marvel pull that off? How the hell did they pull this off to get the scrolls? But other than that, y'all, all my fellow high lords and ladies, all my fellow geeks, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real. Take care.